So we're back here on Couch Coach Live. It is 8:25, and the reason why we're here at 8:25, we're doing the NFC South preview, and of course, the Atlanta Falcons blew a 25-point lead in Super Bowl 51. So that's the reason why we're back here at 8:25.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So let's start with the Atlanta Falcons. What's the pros?
I like the acquisition of getting Steve Sarkisian as their new offensive coordinator. Of course, Cal Shanahan went to San Francisco as their new head coach. Still got Matt Ryan, of course, last year's league MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Running back trio of Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman. I definitely like that. And of course, Julio Jones. Julio Jones is doing his thing. And of course, I think he's going to be a lot healthier this year. I think last year he suffered a turf toe. So and it's the fun thing with that is it was still very productive, but of course we know he was still struggling with that. And of course, they got Mohamed Sanu as their other wide out. I do like the draft pick of Tarkis McKinley, the defensive end from UCLA. The one who made one of the most emotional outbursts of the NFL draft, as we all remember, his grandmother. That's funny. I mean, it was just very kind of weird. I mean, I would say it was weird. It was awkward. It was, that's something that we never seen in an NFL draft. And of course, their defense, they're definitely led by Big Beasley, who had 15.5 sacks last season. Actually, was a NFL high in sacks last year. So we led the league in sacks last year.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
All right, what's your cons?
The Super Bowl hangover. I mean,
I'm with you.
They're losing. And this is how most teams is like, okay, them losing the Super Bowl is okay. Like, yeah, we lose the Super Bowl, but how they lost in that fashion, because, and what's so funny, and even to bring it back, even I jumped the gun on Twitter. And I remember, and this is where you can follow us on Twitter on Couch Coach Live. And I remember they were up 28-3. And I was thinking to myself, if this league hold up, the Atlanta Falcons might be one of the most dominant teams in playoff history. Because at that time they beat the Seahawks by a crazy amount. And they also beat Green Bay by a similar amount. So, I mean, they were beating teams by double digits, and we're thinking, man, they beat this Patriots team by double digits, and that league would help. And I don't know if I was a kiss of death, but
no, you gotta have that killer instinct in that heart, man.
Yeah, and that was one of those things where I just thought it was very interesting. And they lost a lot of their defensive line. Of course, they don't have Jordan Babino anymore, Tyson Jackson, or Ontario Poe.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just one of those things where I think even though you get the Tarkis McKinley at the defensive spot, the defensive tackle spot, the defensive end part of the spot, that can help them going forward. But losing the Super Bowl in the fashion that they did, it's going to be kind of hard to come back to that, because that's going to always be your head. Even if they get to the Super Bowl next year, I mean, just imagine even having the smallest of a lead, you're going to get hurt.
You think they're going to get there? Do you think your team that you spoke of last week, the Vikings, might beat them?
You mean as far as the playoffs?
In the playoffs, because you said that you felt like the Vikings was going to be
the Vikings are going to win the division, I think, in my personal opinion.
That's what I'm saying. So if they end up playing the Falcons in the championship, who do you think will win? It would be interesting if they did play the NFC Championship game. Mm-hmm.
If Minnesota gets there, that would be crazy, because the Super Bowl's in Minnesota this year.
Oh,
so
okay.
That would be amazing.
Wow.
Matter of fact, that is 6 weeks from today.
Wow.
So February 4th.
Okay.
In Minneapolis, Minnesota, somebody's going to be hoisting the trophy right around this time. We'll be right at kickoff. I mean, we'll be like left at halftime at this point. 6 months from today.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the cons?
The cons, the loss, the Super Bowl hangover, and then the loss of the defensive line. I think that's their biggest cons going forward.
Okay. So what 2 games should we watch?
Of course, the Week 2 matchup against the Green Bay Packers, they'll be opening up their beautiful stadium. I know a couple of guys down south, and telling me, man, this is the crown Stadium, so that's going to be a big game. Of course, that's a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
And then Week 15 at Tampa Bay, I think that's going to be another defining game as far as who's going to have the edge in the NFC South. That's going to eliminate Atlanta, or even in the it could be one of those things where they could be competing with Tampa Bay, or they could be or to a point where they could maybe beat Tampa Bay in that situation and hold their playoff aspirations at this point.
Okay. How many wins do you think the Atlanta Falcons is going to
The
get?
Atlanta Falcons, I think they're going to win 9 games this year.
Okay. So let's move on to the Carolina Panthers.
Yes.
I'm picking them to win the division.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I just felt like they were better than they were last year. That's all.
Yeah. And that's one thing with them. It's like
I think mentally they were down.
they were and I think it's Super Bowl hangover. I think when you think about it.
Well, season hangover too, because they were dominant all year, and then they get embarrassed like that in the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, and then with them, because I think going back to that team, I don't just think they were so dominant. They really didn't have a lot of competition going forward. So I think when you had a team like a Denver who was pretty much battle tested all year and fought and scratched the claw to get into the playoffs. That's the reason. I think that's one of the reasons why. That's why I hate when people always say, "Well, you should always win." I think even in a loss, you can always learn something.
Yeah.
Then more so than a win, because it teaches you more so of just your character. What you can do in the face of adversity. And I think with Carolina, 15-1, and then they probably heard the press clippings and heard me talk. I think I would kiss that for them. Because I didn't know, not necessarily. Let me take that back. Now, the whole standpoint of everybody was 15-1 team. Are they better than the 85 Bears? And I remember people were talking about that. And I'm like, this is probably one of the reasons why we shouldn't have 2 weeks in between the championship game and the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Because people were just talking crazy. I was like, no, this team is not the 85 Bears.
Yeah.
I can tell you that for a fact. This team is not the 85 Bears. And then, and I'm just like, why we get to this point that we're this team that really hasn't proved anything. I mean, they were very dominant in the season, don't get me wrong. But for them to, they didn't have a dominant defense like the 85 Bears. They didn't have certain things, certain factors that made them who we thought they were, in other words, to compare them to a legendary, one of the greatest teams of the previous century.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they fit that bill.
So what pros do you have?
I like them resigning Matt Khalil. When they're he's the shore of that offensive line. He's definitely a cog in their great offensive line. Of course, you still got Cam Newton. Of course, last year he had a 75.8 quarterback rating, which pretty much, it's not the MVP caliber season that he did in 2015. Yeah. The wide receiver core, I kind of like it. I like Kelvin Benjamin, Curtis Samuel. I even like a guy like Devin Funches, who I think to my opinion, he can kind of take the top off of certain defenses. Mm-hmm. And I like the draft pick of Christian McCaffrey. He's one of those type of guys who, the running back, he's like an all-purpose kind of guy. He actually he has the most yards in NCAA history, all-purpose yards, actually surpassing Barry Sanders.
Okay.
I think he's going to be a very, very viable commodity for this Carolina Panthers team going forward.
Okay. What's your cons?
Of course, the secondary is kind of questionable for me. Of course, I think they've never really replaced Josh Norman. I think, in my personal opinion, and I think a guy like Josh Norman can't really be replaced, especially what he did for this Carolina Panthers.
Do you think he should have stayed?
No. I think because they weren't going to pay him. I think with him, I think he really realized, especially for where he was coming from, that he had to cash in on because this was his year in essence. That this year, in 2015, where that was his year to shine, and that was probably going to be like his level where he was going to ascend. So he had to get his money while he can, because if he would have went back there and took pennies, he wouldn't be where he's at now as far as financial. So I like that, and of course, secondary is here and there, and I definitely want to give a huge shout out to our guy Julius Peppers. He's actually signed back with the Carolina Panthers. Of course, Julius Peppers is former University of North Carolina basketball and football player. Actually, one of the last recruits of Dean Smith tenure at the University of North Carolina. Definitely shout out to our guy Julius Peppers. Still age is wonder.
I didn't know that, but I know that now.
Yeah, man. That's what we do here. We try to hit y'all with facts. That's something we always, that's what we do here.
So let me ask you before we leave the cons, how do their schedule look? Since you said that when it was 15-1, their schedule looked kind of slim.
Yeah,
it wasn't as strong. So how do you think their schedule look for them this time?
This year, it's going to be it's pretty good. I mean, of course, they'll be playing the AFC East, so they'll be playing the Patriots, the Bills, and they'll be.
I think they need it.
They'll be playing. They'll be playing their former defensive coordinator Sean McDermott in Buffalo. They'll play the Dolphins, and they'll play the Jets. So of course, I'm thinking that they'll do pretty good against the AFC East. I think the AFC East is going to be fairly weak for the most part.
So, just real short, how do you like the quarterback? How do you feel about him? I feel like he's something special. I think
Cam Newton?
Yeah, I feel like Cam would probably be a face, but last year was bad.
Cam Newton is the kind of guy that you want. I mean, as far as leadership.
Mm-hmm.
And I think even last year, you can tell that even lost just the body language. He can get frustrated when he loses. That's the kind of guy I want going forward. I want somebody, that's passionate about, winning and losing. He's a leader. And
I like when they were winning because, it was excitement in the league and the kids, kids from the inner city, they really, really liked it. It felt real good, you know what I mean?
Yeah, except for a matchup against the Redskins in 2015 where all the kids in Mecklenburg County and Charlotte, North Carolina got the football. It kind of pissed me off. But other than that, it is what it is.
Okay. What 2 games should we look forward to?
Week 4 at New England. That's the thing. It's going to be a statement game. That's one of those type of games, I think, in my personal opinion.
Okay.
We're going to see the boxy of the Carolina Panthers team. Can they go into Foxborough and do some damage?
Okay.
Week 8 at Tampa Bay. That's another statement game for them because I think we look at Tampa Bay as the team that's on the rise here in this division.
Mm-hmm.
And you're at pretty much in the middle of the season. What can you do? What, is this going to be, this could set the trajectory of the NFC South going forward. So, who knows what this game will entail, but it will be definitely a must-watch game if you are a Carolina Panther.
Okay. How many games do you see them win?
The Panthers winning 7 games.
7 games?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
One win improvement. And shout out to our guy, Ron Rivera, the head coach of the Carolina Panthers.
Okay. We're going to move on to the New Orleans Saints.
New Orleans Saints, the pros.
You got interjection? You got interjection? What's going on? Okay. All right.
I like just the whole continuity there. It's weird with them. We have the same coach, the quarterback, and the GM for the last 10 years. We look at Mickey Loomis, Sean Payton, and Drew Brees. You rarely, especially in this league, you rarely have guys, quarterback, GM, and the coach there for 10 years. So that's, that shows you that they have somewhat of a, not camaraderie, more so of a solid foundation going forward, which is almost, in a sense, kind of, unfortunately, in this league, is almost to their detriment, which we'll definitely divulge that a little later in the preview of it. But I also, of course, like Drew Brees. Drew Brees, I mean, man, he's like 30 years old. He's still playing at a high level. Almost Brady. Well, he is like Brady, as far as number wise. I mean, he's another 5,000 yard passing season last year, which is, it's phenomenal at that age.
Mm-hmm.
You look at the running back duo. I like Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram finally got to a point where he's the Heisman Trophy winner that we thought he was going to be going to how his talent was going to translate into the NFL. We knew he was an outstanding back at the University of Alabama. Was he going to turn out to be, the guy that we knew and loved in Alabama? Can he translate to the NFL? great job with that. And then add a guy like Adrian Peterson, I think helps them as far as the running back duo, which I think with them, and it's kind of weird with them, they're such like a pass-oriented team that they would get, they would actually have a, two running back attack like that. But of course, you got to kind of switch it up. But that's that's a good thing. So who's checking us out here on Facebook Live?
Oh, what's up, Dane? that's my stepbrother, man.
Yes, sir.
What's poppin', man? Doing big things.
Yeah.
Welcome to Top Live, man.
Yeah.
No, hold that. No, he be trying to dog LeBron.
No, I ain't dogging LeBron.
I'm just kidding.
LeBron is LeBron.
So with Breeze, right? How do you feel with his age? Do you think, even though he's been successful, do you think they should start looking to move to the future?
Yeah, because like you said, and it's to their detriment. When you're looking at that guy, he's such a salary cap hit for them. You gotta get somewhere where it's somebody young. I mean, and even if Drew Brees said he can play till he's 45, I don't think he's gonna be able to make it to 45. Let's be real. The future is now for New Orleans Saints, and they have to do something within the next year or two to get. Well, I think he's gonna be a free agent coming up this year, so they gotta make a big decision about Drew Brees. And this is one of those type of things where it's like you holding somebody that long. That's the biggest issue because it kind of that would kind of piggyback and go back on the beaten path, but more so like we look at how Kobe Bryant was in the twilight of his career, where they gave him that big deal at that time, and look what happened with Lakers. It pretty much fleeced the franchise for several years. So this is what could possibly happen because if you sign into a deal, you're not going to be able to improve anywhere else because you're going to command X amount of money. He's not, he's not a spring chicken, but you're going to give him some money. You got to give him some money.
So you think that they're going to give him some money, more money?
Well, them they should. Because I think they're going backwards instead of forward.
That's what I was saying.
Yes, I think with this team, they're going backwards instead of forward.
And
I think this is where they have to blow everything up. I think this is the year. If they're not successful, they have another bad season like I projected them to have. I think this is it. They got it.
That's what I'm really saying. Like they used to be a big threat, and they still are because it's Breeze. But really, you look them seeing that they're gonna win like a Super Bowl or NFC championship.
They can't even win this division.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you got to, and that's the thing about being a general manager. It's so tough. And when you're in that type of spot, where you, in a sense, like you said, when we talk about you enjoying the spoil of having a guy like a Drew Brees for 10 years, and now you're at a crossroad where it's like, man, it's just terrible. You're in such a bad spot because, like, you got Chase Daniel. I don't think we can believe in a guy like Chase Daniel going forward with his team. So it's interesting.
So shout out to my man Gotti. I see you, homie. Got a birthday coming up. What 2 games do we be the little that we should be looking forward to?
For the New Orleans Saints, I have them going against the Patriots. I think that's a bona fide matchup with them. And I also like the when they played the Carolina Panthers. I think they're kind of right around the same spot, like as far as they can, as far as record wise, I think they're right around the same. So they could be a situation where they even each other out. So those are the 2 games I definitely see them going.
Okay. How many wins you see them getting?
I have the same 26.
Okay. So we're gonna move on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm guessing that this is your team.
For the most part, yeah. I think Tampa Bay is gonna be the bona fide favorite in this.
Yeah, me too. So what's your pros?
The pros, of course, James Winston. I think he's improved very much so. Of course, the only biggest thing with James Winston is he's improved on his interception touchdown ratio. Last year he threw 24 interceptions, which is not a good thing. I like the acquisition of Deshaun Jackson, and also I think with him, that's a good thing with them because you got to pick your poison on offense. So when you're looking at you got like a Mike Evans who's a perennial 1K a season receiving yards on one side, and Deshaun Jackson, which once upon a time, Mike Evans used to create double teams. Mm-hmm. Now it's like you're not double teaming Mike Evans because you're not going to let a guy like Deshaun Jackson run loose. Yeah. Because even though despite the struggles in DC, he averaged 17 point. What? Yeah. Oh, he averaged 17.9 per receiving yards last season on big plays. So that's you got a guy like that. And then I like the draft pick they got in O.J. Howard. He's another good, solid tight end situation where they can definitely help them in the goal line situation. Mm-hmm. And I like, of course, they had the 3-3-5 defense led by defense coordinator, ex former Falcons head coach Mike Smith. Okay. So that's a good thing for our guy Dirk Curry. Okay. Yeah, Dirk Curry's head coach. He is head coach. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. That's it. And of course they got our guy Vic Swaggy, Chris Baker at the defensive line. I like that, former Redskins stand up.
Took y'all. You sound like they done took half your team.
Yeah, man. And of course I like Gerald McCoy doing his thing. And then the safeties are pretty good. Not the safeties, but the secondary is pretty good. I like Brett Grimes doing his thing in Tampa Bay, then Vernon Hargraves. I think it's going to be his year to shine. I think this is going to be one that a pivotal game for him. Okay.
So what's your cons for this team?
The running back position. I look at what's going to happen with Doug Martin. Doug Martin is suspended for the first 3 games in the NFL season due to substance abuse issues. And, of course, he missed, and the crazy thing about that, he missed a pivotal part of the season where they were competing for a playoff berth. Mm-hmm. He had substance abuse issues. So I don't know, coming back after the 3 games, is everything going to be fine? Is he going to is he going to be at a point where he can be the reliable back there? So that's going to be the very, telling story for Tampa Bay in running game. But everything else, for the most part, they check just about every box.
Okay. So what 2 games should we look forward to?
For Tampa Bay, I got week 2 at the Patriots. It seems like everybody, the Patriots are like these teams Super Bowls, pretty much, in essence. Mm-hmm. And I think these week 13 versus Green Bay, I think that could be a matchup where we're looking at the playoff standings where, when I say Green Bay, I think Green Bay in essence is going to be a wild card team. Okay. And Tampa Bay looks like they could be a divisional winner, but who's to say at this point at week 13, there could be a situation where this could be like a tiebreaker situation where, who knows, It could be a situation that I think even Green Bay, even though I have them at like 11-5, which I had them tied with Minnesota, so they can go hand in hand where this could be a situation where, to throw it out there, this could be a game, I think, between Green Bay where who gets home field, between them and another team that I'll talk about in the coming weeks on our NFL previews. Okay. So I think that could be a game that could either help or hurt one of these teams as far as I think who could get the first 2 seeds in the NFC playoffs. So this could be a possibility.
And man, like we saying the Falcons they actually could ball next season.
Yeah.
The season coming up, they really can ball.
I definitely like that. Especially them against Steve's Christ.
Don't they have a new also?
Yeah.
Like, so they can really be like, hey,
I think it could be a possibility.
Chip on their shoulder,
Yeah, man, they got $5 pieces.
Yeah, that's right. We talked about that. So this division, who do you got winning this division?
I got Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 11-5. So I pretty much I'm staying true to my predictions. 11-5, and of course like I said that. At this point, Tampa Bay, Green Bay, and Minnesota have the top record so far in our preview. So they're 11-5. The Falcons at 9-7, and the Panthers at 7-9, and the Saints at 6-10.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So that wraps up our NFL preview for this week. What we're gonna do? We're gonna take a brief time out. When we come back, we'll do our final words. We'll tell you what we learned today. We giving out game balls, our least valuable personal sports. our final thoughts, and then we're gonna put a bow on this week's Couch Coach Live, man. We'll be right back. This Couch Coach Live.